Welcome to part 3. In part 3, we'll discuss three components. First is US 10-year Treasury yield. Next is Brent and Nymex. Of course, Brent and Nymex we will discuss in tandem together because the movement is identical. First is the levels for Brent US 10-year Treasury yield. It closed at 4.231, 0.5% down. And in this year, it is up by 9%. And in this month alone, it is up by 6%. So what happened? In last week, it formed a solid red candle. It was touching the Bollinger upper band. This week, once again, it crossed the upper band, but couldn't close there and ultimately formed a doji with a slightly long upper wick, shooting star type of candle. And definitely it is a first reversal. One has to be a little cautious going long at US 10-year at this level. And in the monthly chart, it has formed a solid green candle, fourth month in succession with a slightly higher wick. And in the daily, it has formed of course, it formed a new high in this week, for this year, for the current year. And in the daily, it formed a shooting star or a doji kind of a thing. So it signifies that there is some indecision happening at this level, but notwithstanding that it is on a significant uptrend, but in the immediate short term we might have some pullback coming in the next week. Brent and Nymex, 84.48 Brent, 0.4% down, while Nymex closed at 79.83, 1.7% down. In this year, of course, it is last week, it was above the 2022 close, but now it is once again below that levels. What happened? In the weekly chart, both Brent and Nymex, it is together. So basically, the 100-day, it was trying to go and capture the 100-day, which was the last challenge that it had, 100-week. Okay, but from there it came down, and it came down to the 50-week moving average. From there, once again, it bounced and it formed a doji with a long leg. So 200-week, it has taken out decisively. That means it has moved away from the 200-week decisively long back. So now in the monthly chart, what happened? It has formed a doji. Both has formed a doji, which we expected because last month it was a significant up move, and obviously you can expect doji. In the daily, what happened? It came down in the last 3 days, and in Thursday it formed, and Wednesday itself it formed a slightly long lower leg. The lower leg went below the Bollinger lower band, but managed to close above. On Thursday, it formed a reversal. It followed it up with Friday with a solid green candle. That signifies that in the weekly chart, it is not going to break below that. It is not going to break below the 50-week moving average. So hence, it's something which is a cause for concern for Indian this one, and also there is a crossover that is happening now. 50 is above 100 and then 200. So if that happens, then if it moves up, then we will have a significant problem for oil importing countries like India. But as I mentioned last time itself, notwithstanding what is going to happen in the next 4 months, September to December, 2024 oil is going to bounce nicely towards the 100 levels. Thank you very much.